All right, Shalom. Call Halo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakahak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut and the elders, the prophets and the teachers and evangelists also of Great Millstone, who sacrificed themselves to do this work and to edify the elect, the hopeful elect. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Akwab, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video, and I'm going to entitle this, this is a response to GMS Chicago, St. Benji. Shalom, and I listen to him. Subscribe and be edified. And his title is of the women came the beginning of sin. So this is this is an understanding of why women weren't meant to be in leading roles and positions, because the Most High didn't design them. Design them to be in that role. They weren't designed to be in that role. They do have a role, but that is not the role that they were made and designed to play. So here on earth. So I'm gonna let the video play like the brother said, and then I got some scriptures I'm gonna pull out as well, and that's gonna be that. So let's listen to what he's saying.
America? I don't think so, and here's why. Nearly every legalized moral atrocity of the last 100 years was made possible by the female vote. Abortion and homosexuality would likely still be illegal if not for the female vote. Mass immigration in the welfare state rode on the backs of the female vote. Nearly every modern Democrat, including Obama and Biden, were elected because of the female vote. Even last night, the new Muslim New York City mayor, Mondami, won specifically because of the female vote. The 19th Amendment has been a moral and political tragedy for America, but why? Women were not made to lead, but to follow and to feel. This is God's design, and it's good within the family and the household. But emotions cannot be what is used to rule and govern a nation. Statistically and generally speaking, women vote for whatever feels most kind or peaceful or safe to their emotions. Women crave security and comfort, and whoever promises those things wins their loyalty. The problem is evil men know this, and they exploit it. For example, women are twice as likely to men to be seduced into an affair. They are 26% more likely to be financially scammed online. They are 3 times more likely to fall prey to psychics and tarot card readings and astrology and mediums. The same emotional vulnerability that shows up there also shows up in politics. Many call it suicidal empathy. So I believe that we should return to the household vote, where women share their thoughts with their fathers or their husbands, and the men in their life make the final decision. Men are not perfect, but they are far more fit to rule with logic, and they are less likely to be deceived in political matters. So I don't believe that we should repeal the 19th Amendment because I don't love women. I believe we should repeal the 19th Amendment because I love America, and I love American women enough to protect them and our nation.
All right, yeah, that's enough on that. So, man, this video is so spiritual because it's facts. All right, and then at the end he said the women are more.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Let's go to the scriptures. Let's see. This is Esther 9 and 13. Salakia. And it reads, what the heck? Where am I reading here? Oh, that's in the Greek. Okay, so in the Greek, let me see something here. Salakia. I'm going to read it in the Greek. And it reads, "Give me eloquent speech in my mouth before the lion, turn his heart to him, turn his heart to hate him that fight against us, that there may be an end of him and all that are like-minded of him. But deliver us with thine hand, and help me that I'm desolate, and which have no other help but thee. So in the NLT it says, not in the Greek. Then said Esther, if it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do tomorrow also according unto this day's decree, and let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows. What am I? Salaki, how am I doing here? Let's go to 1 Timothy. I'm all over the place here. First Timothy. First Timothy 2:11. And it reads, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. Let me get a precept for that. Because it's very important to understand our roles. And what I've learned in my young years being here is that Salakia. Esau is the devil that the scriptures speak of. And he has set up for Jake to be destroyed. He has put everything into play, and the last thing he needed for everything to work was to turn our women against us, to feed them with everything that is opposite of what they are made to do and what they were brought here for. When you look up the word woman, and what does it mean? It means servant. Let's get that. Let's see. And what happened was women have lost their role in understanding who they are. This is why things are Salakis. This is why things are so messed up the way they are. Because everybody is out of their roles of what they are supposed to be and what they're supposed to do. Kind of similar to a job. If everybody decided to do what wasn't supposed to be, everybody decided to do what wasn't their job, then, I mean, this is what we got. Woman, wife, opposite of the man. It's not what I want. Let me see. Give me something else here. Let me see what it says. It says Isa. It's the same thing. So it's not what I want. Let me see here. Let me see what it says here in Edom Online. Let's see what it says. Adult female human, female servant. All right, there we go. Human being, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to get what the word woman means, which is servant to a man. And it's not anything derogatory to say that about a woman. that she is a servant to her man. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High made him for. And we are a servant to the Most High. That's what the Most High made us to do. We are the Most High's glory as the woman is our glory. Well, we are Yahweh Shai's glory as the woman, as the Yahweh Shai is the Most High's glory. I was there, but let me go there again. Genesis 3:17, it reads, "And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake, in sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life." So you see what we did, following what the woman wanted us to do, we put ourselves in bad company. We put ourselves in a bad position with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And he had to kind of like go through different generations to give us our forefather Jacob, and then put us in a position that we can receive the blessings, because we just kept going off, man. This is Numbers 11:24, and it reads, "And Moses went out and told the people the words of Yahweh, and gathered the 70 men of the elders." Salakia. I'm giving you the opposite of what I'm really trying to do here. It's 27. Numbers 27 and 16. And it reads, "Let Yahweh thy power of the spirits of all flesh set a man over the congregation." So men are supposed to lead here on earth when it comes to the order of man, woman, and child. There's an order. And most women don't understand that order, because the devil has deceived her over and over again, and he studied her to let her to figure out how can I manipulate her. And once he did that, it put us in a position of constantly having to not just fight Esau, but fight our women as well. This is Isaiah 1:26. "And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city." And what city is that? That is Jerusalem. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to send Yahweh Shai to what? To fix things that are messed up. What y'all order, instructions, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? In the law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to put these things back in order. And I'm just kind of you know what I mean, I don't want to make this long either. I do got to get myself ready to go to the plantation tonight. This is Judges 5:9, and it reads, "My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. Bless ye Yahweh." Now, the governors of Israel are sacrificing themselves to what? They're sacrificing themselves to keep order, to do what is supposed to be done. But women are not made like that, G. They're not made to carry themselves in that manner. You know, they're made to follow instructions in order. And men are made to give instructions in order when it is given to them by Yahweh Shai. And that's the order. There's no getting around it. There's no trickery about it. That's just what it is. 1 Peter 3:1, and it reads, "Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may not They also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. So you're not going to be able to escape. Let's get this in the NLT, but you're not going to be able to escape Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You're not going to be able to do what you want to do and think that everything's going to work out for you. Right? So in the NLT it says, 1 Peter 3:1, in the same way you wives must accept the authority of your husbands. Then even if some refuse to obey the good news, your godly lives will speak to them. Your godly lives will speak to them without any words. They will be won over by observing your pure and reverent lives. I got another scripture. Let's get a 1 Corinthians 14:34. And it reads, I'm going to read it in the NLT. 1 Corinthians 14:34. Women should be silent during the church meetings. It is not proper for them to speak. They should be submissive, just as the law says. There's no getting around it, man. No getting around it. And I got one more scripture, and I'm gonna shut it down. Sirach 26:14. 20. I start at 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of Yahweh, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace in her content, and a continent mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. So, yeah, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna bring order back to this chaotic place, man. And women don't even they're not like, you know, like the Akim Benji Saint Benji was going into. Women are not subjected to, you know, if you understand women, which it took me some time to understand women. You know, I was always into my own world, and you know, I dealt with women, but I never put myself in a position like to try to understand and figure them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for me, women was, what the hell? Women, it was always like, okay, there was I grew up to understanding that there was a what's the word? Women were useful to certain needs that I had. And that was that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I never got into the understanding of all the other things because I never had to get involved in like that. So, you know, just understanding that, you know what I mean? It kind of put me in my own little world and shit, and Salakia, and I had to learn, you know, the mentality, the understanding of women, and, you know, speed past to now where we at now, you know, and then understanding this truth, you know what I mean, that, you know, they were made for certain things, and they are out of pocket, and so are the men. Men are out of pocket as well. So, you know, everything is flipped upside down, and now things have to be brought back to order. Call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So with that, Albert Rock, you edified with a quick lesson, you know what I'm saying? And again, shout out And shalom to GMS Chicago, St. Benji, and those brethren out there too. You know what I'm saying? Very edifying, and been listening to those brothers for some time now. And with that, I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash. Shalom and salutations again in double honors to the elder apostles GMS on down, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.